On a crisp spring morning in Fairgrove, Michigan, Claire Whitman, a 32-year-old nurse, failed to show up for her shift at Fairgrove Regional Hospital. It was completely out of character. She was known for being reliable, kind-hearted, and never missed a shift in 8 years. Police were called when hospital staff couldn't reach her. At her home, everything looked eerily normal. Her car was in the driveway, her phone and wallet untouched inside. Her bed was still made, and her scrubs were laid out for the day. But Claire was gone. To a town where everyone knew everyone, Claire's sudden disappearance felt like a rupture in their reality. Panic set in quickly. People whispered about abductions. Rumors swirled, but no one had answers. Initial theories suggested a random act of violence. There were no signs of forced entry or a struggle. But the investigation took a sharp turn when detectives examined Claire's personal laptop. Inside, they found something no one expected. A trail of emails and encrypted messages revealing a secret affair with Dr. Aaron Keene, a respected surgeon at the hospital, and a married man with 2 children. The seemingly perfect life Claire projected began to fray at the edges. Detectives brought Dr. Keene in for questioning. At first, he denied anything beyond a professional relationship. But under pressure, he confessed to a 6-month affair that had ended 2 weeks before Claire went missing. He claimed it ended on good terms and insisted he hadn't seen or spoken to her since. His alibi, a quiet night at home with his family, seemed solid. Then came an anonymous tip. A silver pickup truck was seen parked outside Claire's home late on the night she disappeared. That truck was traced to Jason Hill, Claire's ex-boyfriend from her college years in Chicago, recently returned to Fairgrove after a decade away. When questioned, Jason claimed Claire had invited him over that night. But phone and message records told a different story. She hadn't contacted him in years. Further digging revealed Claire had filed a restraining order against Jason in 2015, alleging emotional manipulation and stalking behavior. He never disclosed this history. With a new focus, investigators re-examined Claire's home and found trace blood evidence in the basement, hidden behind the water heater. A forensics team confirmed it was Claire's. Days later, luminol tests on Jason's truck revealed more of her blood on the passenger seatbelt. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Jason confessed. Jason told investigators he had come to Claire's home to talk. He believed they still had a chance. When Claire rejected him, he snapped. In a moment of rage, he struck her. She fell, hit her head, and according to him, it was an accident. But his next actions told a different story. Instead of calling for help, he wrapped her body in a hospital sheet, placed her in his truck, and drove over an hour to dump her remains in a remote area near Ironwood State Park. To law enforcement, this wasn't panic. It was premeditated concealment. Claire's body was recovered 3 days later. Jason Hill was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison without parole. Dr. Keene, while not charged with any crime, resigned from his position and left the state shortly after. The town of Fairgrove mourned deeply. Hundreds attended Claire's memorial. The hospital established a nursing scholarship in her name, honoring not how she died, but how she lived. Claire Whitman dedicated her life to saving others. But in the end, it was her past, not her patients, that returned to take her away. A secret, a lie, and a man who couldn't let go unraveled a life filled with purpose. In small towns, everyone thinks they know each other, but sometimes it's what stays hidden that's the most dangerous.